Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and I'd like to wish you a Happy New Year. So by the time that you take a look at this, you may be in the new year, you may not be. I did record this a little bit earlier so you guys could have a head start, okay? But this will be for January 1st through the 15th, 2019, and this will be you and the other person, Capricorn, okay? The other person could be a spouse, a significant other, a person of interest. It could even be a family member. It could be someone that you're emotionally tied to and have love for. So that's what this is going to involve. It could even be a situation, okay? So you'll just have to note your comments below. This is all for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus. And if you're not sure what, what your, moon rising sign, ascendant, or Venus signs are, please be sure to check the description box below, okay? Because I do have a link that you can plug in your data and it'll pop out your astrological chart. Then you can check those other videos and then see how they resonate with you. Take what does and kick out what doesn't. There you have it, okay? It might resonate with some of you, maybe from the past. It might be present in your situation now. It might even be something that's upcoming. So I would check back a little bit later and do check out the other signs. I'll be working on my monthlies right after this. So I just wanted to get the bi-weekly out first for you. So Happy New Year, and I hope you've got this new opportunity that is to clear the page and then to totally have a fresh new slate where you could just take off and see what's in store for you for 2019. A good thing to do too is to, because I'm recording this now, you might have a heads up, but write down what it is that you'd like to see yourself accomplish in the new year and write it as a letter to yourself and mail that letter to you with a stamp and keep it closed in a top drawer when you get it, when it, the mailman delivers it to you, snail mail, and keep it in your top drawer, your side drawer, until the next New Year's, day or New Year's Eve, either day that you want to open it up. That is a tradition that I do every single year for myself, and I don't realize how far I've come. A lot of times you forget what you put down, even though that you've got a lot coming in between. You try to stay focused on your goals. Sometimes you forget something and, it all of a sudden, boom, it comes to realization. And I know some goals are longer than a year, but, you can just put your little timeline next to it and then realize how close you've come to it. So anyway, something good to try. So take note of that. So, all right, well, let's get started. You and the other person. If you'd like a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com and let's go ahead and see what's in store for you here. Let's see. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead to bring the camera down, and I want you to see the cards. So we're going to head and move this down so you can see it. Okay, here we go. All right. So a couple more shuffles, and let's see what we have in store here for Capricorn. Okay, all right, so we'll cut the deck here. Here's the first one. Okay, the Fool. So great, this is a new beginning, right? You get the Zero card, new beginnings, right? So this is just an opportunity in love. Perhaps that Capricorn, that you're looking for new horizons in terms of your love life at this particular moment. And it's quite beautiful. When I see the Fool card, all it does is tell me that, yes, you've got this new beginning, no doubt, but you also got this, you're like the great awakener, and that's Uranus is the symbolism from that. But you've got this innocence, and you trust that all is going to be well related to your love life, and this nativity, that you have as well. So just keep that in mind. This is quite beautiful. New beginnings, very excited. The dog zipping at your toes, and it's almost says, yes, let's go. But watch out, so you don't fall over the edge. So just keep that in mind. But you're in this very inspirational time for yourself as a new beginning, especially as it relates to love. So the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your way. So love this, love this, love this, love this. This is about Jupiter, and this is about the expansion, right? So it's all about you really truly having a change of direction, and that's exactly what this card is saying. So perhaps your new beginning is about a change of direction in a relationship. So it could be with a current relationship, changing directions, or it could be a totally new relationship and changing directions and moving on to something else. You're going to know what that is, so note your comments below because I'd love to see this. But this is beautiful. This is just, you know, this is all about expansion relating to your love life. So maybe you're getting out there a little bit more. You're starting to date. Maybe you are expanding your current relationship to make it something more committed, you know, something a little bit more expansive that serves the both of you. Just let me know in your comments below, because that's quite beautiful. Okay, so what other information can we have? So it looks like, Capricorn, you've got the King of Wands here, and the Wands are about an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's about passion. It's about creativity, ideas, and that type of thing. And when I see the King is talking about more of this visionary, this entrepreneur type person. So this is you or this other person. If you're not taking on this energy here, it's another person that is an entrepreneur that you're interested in as it relates to love, perhaps. And it is, you know, you've seen fruitful, you know, things that came of it before. So perhaps you're maybe going down that path this time. But it's about, you know, a lot of that creativity and just really passion for the most part. So who's that King in your life? Because this is someone of authority as well. So someone that might even be your equal coming through here. How interesting. Now, it looks like you've got a lot of choices, Capricorn, relating to your love life, okay? And what this is saying is just to choose wisely, okay? Choose wisely, and don't get too confused in that. You know, go inside, use your intuition. It's a 7 card, but it talks about having faith, okay? It also talks about, you know, being the cups. It does talk about there. Some of these might be illusion. Some of them might be fantasy, and some might be in your imagination. So make sure you tap in to your intuition so you know what cup you're going for, okay? Cups are about, could be a Capricorn, excuse me, back up here. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Those are the cups kind of related to it. So that might be someone, Capricorn, that you're interested in, you know, based upon the, you know, your suitors or those that you might have an interest in, okay? Now, the thing is that you might be focused on the past situation, perhaps with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And what this says is that, you know, to take what you learned from your childhood, but then to move on and to make sure that you're focusing on the now, okay? Because it's about now that's going to affect your future. But you might be looking on loving memories of that particular time. Perhaps it's a person from childhood. You know, who knows, you know, what that is, but it is talking about nostalgia, you know, for the most part. And when I see the 6, it's about growth, right? Innocence and nostalgia, but you've grown up from innocence of nostalgia, of innocence, and now you, it looks like it's moving on forward into maybe you're just looking back at maybe something in the past. And so this is just saying to really keep your focus on the now, because that's going to serve you best. Remember when I talked about using your intuition? We get the High Priestess, okay? So the High Priestess is telling me that you definitely need to focus on, you know, your intuition at this time. And because something might be somewhat of a mystery still to you, okay? And you're going to know, you know, for the most part what that is, but it's almost like ruled by the moon, the unconsciousness, okay? So this is about expressing emotions, maybe with that other person, and it's also about feelings, but it also talks about harboring secrets as well, okay? So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about this other person that you have in your life, okay? So perhaps you maybe had kept secrets about the past, you know, there, or perhaps you felt that another person was keeping secrets, and you're just having to go within to see what's really going on. Let's see what this other person is what's going on over there. So they're having strength, okay? You're realizing how strong this other person really, really is. And it could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? And you realize, Leo's, this is about self-confidence, exercising one's talents to tame, you know, to have that inner strength and that perseverance. And you're recognizing that in someone. And it could be, you know, like I said, a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you know, that might be taking on this energy, or someone with that sign. But this person is really focused on exercising their talents, and they're using their spirituality in the process as well. So do keep that in mind. It's beautiful. Because when I think of the 8 number here, all it is talks about that change, right? It's that change that's coming through. And you're changing your mind, and you're seeing how this person has got a lot of strength and stability. Now, in the past, it's like you maybe had given them an offer, or they had received an offer, but it wasn't exactly what they wanted. So they were going within and looking at what it is that they truly wanted. But they didn't see this offer as really being an offer, maybe at that time, so they may have missed that opportunity. But it could have been, you know, this talks about a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. Whether, you know, maybe you were taking that energy on and giving them an offer, or perhaps this person has just refused an offer, you know, from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this person might be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So a lot of ways to look at this. But whatever the case may be, the 4 is about stability, and that's what this person wanted. And this is about contemplation, them really going within, and apathy. So really just really going in and having, you know, meditating, and sometimes so much so that they miss an opportunity at hand. Now, the next card that we get is the 2 of Wands. This is 1 by 1. How interesting. The 2s are about duality, right? And the Wands are telling me that it's more about that progress and about discovery on what it is that they want in a relationship. And they've seen some success, but they're definitely looking long-term at this. But they're definitely about, you know, making progress in their love life and looking at the long-term, knowing that there will be, you know, challenges, but nothing that they can't handle that they feel. And the Wands are the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and more the Leo, right? We get Leo and Cancer and Aries and Sagittarius. So got a lot of different energies here, but note your comments below. But that's what this is saying. A lot of passion and creativity there as well. But it's a 2 card, and again, that's duality. That's 2 people. So they're looking long-term relating to a relationship. They want the 9 of Cups. This is beautiful. Looks like they might get that. This is great. This is they're actually you want emotional fulfillment. And that's what they're seeking, and that's what they're getting. And they're focused on their emotional fulfillment, because once they give it to themselves, they can give it to another. But this is beautiful. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. Very passionate, very, very passionate. So it's the 9 of Cups. 9 is about coming to fruition, right? This is the gratitude. This is, you know, really feeling wonderful. It's feeling like this, this really comfort and satisfaction of you know, their emotions at this time. So quite beautiful. Okay. They are the Empress in your eyes. They're the Empress, and this is a 3, and they might be the Empress right here too. I believe it. It's a 3 card, and the 3s talk about you know, communication, right? So it's about communication. And when I see the Empress, it's just this beautiful woman that is about femininity. She is about beauty, right? She can also, it also represents pregnancy as well, but she likes nice things, and she's willing to work really hard for them, okay? And there's no doubt about that. But she's sitting very beautiful in her throne, and a fair-haired maiden type woman, but yes. And she's doing well. So it might be that you're going within and you see this person as that. And even though you've got some choices, you're looking back at this situation perhaps. Maybe this was someone from the past. Quite interesting, Capricorn, could be. And in the past, maybe there was a struggle, or she had a struggle with you. There's a lot of competition. So it looks like, yeah, I mean, if you had some choices, there obviously could have been some competition that takes place, which, you know, made a change. It's a 5, and 5 means change, right? And so it could have been the case. Also means some adversity, you know, that had taken place there. So, and that's the Wands. So that is telling me there maybe could have been some disagreement or some sort of strife in the past between you two. And then the Queen of Swords. It looks like that, you know, she took on that air element, or she might be an air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and cut out that competition. Okay, cut out the competition. Even though that she always wants to work things out with her hand held high, she's got the sword in her other hand that will cut things out if it's negatively impacting her to an unhealthy degree, okay? So that's what's coming up here, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what you would like Capricorn to say to this person and what this other person would like to say to you. I'm interested to see what this is. Okay, so what is this? Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Okay, so what it is, Capricorn, that you would like to say to this person is, I know that I haven't made it very safe for you. Please don't give up on me, okay? So let me know if this resonates with you below. It could be vice versa too, so keep that in mind. This could be interchangeable. One might be the opposite. It can happen, okay? And what does this other person want to say to you? I'm so sorry I couldn't hear you sooner. That's what this other person wants to say to you. Wow, how interesting. Well, how can we breach this gap through the process, okay? And this person probably, you know, was just, you've probably been trying to get through to this person, but this person couldn't see at this point. And at the same time, perhaps that you had a lot of things going on, a lot of different choices and things that you didn't, until you went within, you didn't realize that you didn't make it a safe place for this person. So vice versa, it could go that way. So that's interesting. How do we breach this gap for both of you in terms of the communication? What's going to be very, very helpful here? Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Okay, what is it? Purpose. To have a joint purpose, I think, is key. I know what I'm here to do. So I think that it's really both of you finding your own purpose in life and then how to bridge that gap with each other. And, what your purpose is in terms of coming together and what that purpose was overall for the greater good, for the health of your relationship, and if it, serves the purpose for each other. But that's beautiful. Knowing, and I think maybe you had to take some time to go within and go through some struggles over on this side to really understand what you're here to do, and if this is a relationship that has a purpose and wants to move forward. So what other advice can we give? Doubt, okay? To release the need to know everything. So even though that, if you want this relationship to work, you're not going to have all the answers, right? There's always going to be a sliver of doubt in things. But to know that'll always be there. So what the best thing to do is just to release the need to know all of the answers, right? Love is a mystery sometimes, right? So that's what this is here to say. And growth. Wow, the growth together, individually and growing together. So to expand your consciousness and your awareness. And that's what both of you are looking to do and are doing here, it looks like. So that's quite beautiful. Any other final advice for you here? Success. Wow, this is beautiful. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I'm glad I pulled that for last card because that's what was provoking me to go one more step further. And this is saying that growth can lead to success. Yes, there will be doubts, but to focus on your purpose, on why you came together and what you love about each other in the very first place. And to have a purpose individually, but then to have a purpose together as well, I think is quite beautiful. So, well, I hope that this resonates with you, Capricorn, in some way, shape, or form. Please note your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the second half of January. And until then, namaste.